Welcome. My name is Dr. Jeannie McGuire, and today I want to share with you the story of the Post-Acute Wound and Skin Integrity Council. Maybe you've heard of us and you've wondered, where did we come from? What are we doing and who are we? And in the next few minutes, I'm going to answer those very questions. A little bit about our history. Several years ago, myself, along with Sarah Holdenmount and Julie Radovi, began to recognize that after decades of work in the wound care space, we realized that there were many great organizations that really focused on one particular type of wound, or they come at it from one particular discipline. But there was not an organization that really took on all wound types through the lens of patient centered care, understanding all the nuance of post acute space. So we believed there was a gap. We reached out to different experts, including Dr. Krasner and our board of directors, who confirmed that this is an area we could really make a difference in. We then tapped these experts, and we were so lucky to have Dr. Diane Krasner, Mary Lee Grosso, and even Dahlia from Dahlia AI join us right at the beginning. Then we needed some seed funding to really do all the work to do this right and get our 501c6 status from the IRS. We are very grateful that HMP and at the time AMT both provided us resources to get that initial seed money to get our 501c6 totally formalized. And then we began to create and tap different people to join us for the founding board, all volunteers. And at that point, then we began to explore different partnerships to help us scale up and then work with conscious strategies to really help clarify our direction and to create our values going forward. This is a picture of our first board meeting at SAWC. And not all of us are there. These are the folks that could be there in person, but super proud of all of our founding board members and just want to pause and say thank you to all of them. The executive committee, the founding executive committee was myself, along with Sarah and Julie, Mary Lee, and also Dr. Krasner. This is a full list of our founding board of directors who dedicated endless hours into helping us launch PAWSIC. Let me just pause there for a moment. We had an original mission and vision, but working with content strategies and then really working with our board, we realized we need to massage it and make it a little more clear. So in 2025, our mission statement, we are a patient-centered interprofessional team that serves the post-acute care community as source and voice to guide in quality wound and skin prevention and management through collaborative evidence-based education, practice, and advocacy. We also massaged our vision, which is now to create a future where post-acute wound management is patient-centered, addressing not only the wound and skin, but also the person's unique needs, preferences, and overall well-being. And that led us to developing guardrails, our values. So using that mission and vision as our true north, I worked with Dr. Tom Stewart to really understand how to create the values and then worked with our executive committee. And we did this for many weeks through many different working sessions until we finally landed on the right guardrails. And that really is our foundation. We researched best practices to figure out what will be the values or the guardrails to really have a sustainable future for all of our leadership as we cycle through. And so really what we learned was a mission is this is what we do. A vision is this is what the future looks like with us in it, how we can change the future and the difference that we will make. And then the values are really the how. It's our ethical framework, how we get there. And so this is truly the values are our enduring strength. They are actually our true north. So these values serve as our consistent guidance through periods of changes in leadership or governance or practice. And they define how we achieve our mission and bring our vision to life. So I'm so proud to bring these core values to you and hope that these help you understand PAWSIC at a deeper level. So first is service. We are the interprofessional leaders for post-acute wound and skin, evidence-based education, practice, and advocacy. Compassion. We are dedicated to engaging authentically, guided by kindness, respect, dignity, and empathy in all of our interactions. Innovation. We are continuously seeking new and improved cutting edge strategies for everything we do. Integrity. We are committed to the highest standards of ethical conduct, impartiality, and accountability. Patient-centeredness. We prioritize the individual's holistic needs, preferences, and well-being, ensuring their voice is central to all of our work. And then last but not least is transparency. We are committed to openness, clarity, and honesty in the information that we share. So let's talk a little bit about the framework. So first, we have members and who should join. Take a moment and you can read patient and caregiver and all the different clinicians, professions and industry partners, and all the interprofessional team, the system and payers. And essentially, at the end of the day, it's really anybody that has skin. We are open to everyone. And in fact, basic membership is free for everybody. And that gives you a members only access with resources and education, either free or discounted. Then we do have a premium membership where there are dues that will apply, but this gives you premier access to CEs and CMEs, often free or discounted workshops. And then you also have opportunities to engage with us on special interest groups, join committees, and other interests. You're also eligible for board nomination. So here's a little snapshot of what exactly does PAWSIC do? Well, first, we are an education and advocacy volunteer organization of servant leadership and team. Our activities, we have many different committees, shared interest groups, different initiatives, campaigns, university partnerships. In terms of resources and content, when you're in your members only website, you're going to find live in-person, virtual education. We have enduring content, webinars, podcasts, workshops, newsletters, publications, PAWSIC tools, resources, and even PAWSIC assessments. How do you get involved? Well, first of all, find us at any of the major wound-related conferences, for example, SAWC, the American Healthcare Association, WoundCon, and many, many other regional and national events. You can also follow us on all social media as well as YouTube, and you can just reach out to us right on our website and email us at any time. But I encourage you, join us today and become part of the change. Our sponsors, donations, and grants. So this fuels our mission. Our work is made possible through the diverse support of industry and institutional partners and individual contributors. We view every single donation as an investment into the future of wound care. Our commitment to integrity. While we are a 501c6, and that requires us to always be product neutral, we prioritize the visibility of our supporters at every chance we can. We work diligently with our nonprofit experts to maximize sponsorship recognition while adhering to all regulatory guidelines. And we are deeply grateful for the trust our donors place in us. To learn more about how to become a sponsor or more about how we acknowledge any of our supporters, please contact any of the PAWSIC Executive Committee members. And then last but not least, I just want to send a special thanks to Dalia Imambe. She is our director for project management and marketing. She's been with us since almost day one and is responsible for almost all of the content you see out there on social media. So thank you, Dalia. And then last but not least, whether you are a member or a sponsor, you're a volunteer on our board, or you are just looking to access and use some of our resources, thank you for being part of our PAWSIC journey. We are deeply moved by the collective energy, the passion, and support each of you brings to this mission. Together, we aren't just making progress, we are creating a lasting impact. Thank you for standing with us as we shape a better future.